want to know?
You want to know your new ring?
We don't have a new ring. We don't have a new ring. All we got is old wrinkles. Can't you see? No, I mean, we just got to keep playing. I mean, they're a great team, and we know that. And you have to play well to beat them, and you got to try to take something away from them. I thought we did a decent job of taking away, all the post-up plays that they had, and they shot a bunch of threes, and fortunately they didn't make a lot of them. But we have to try to give something and try to take something away. So that's what we tried to do.
Alvin, talk about the toughness of Stephen. He's now fractured. Now, to just keep rolling along, he's dealt with it for so many years. Inside that resolve.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, he just plays. It doesn't matter what the injury is or what the situation is. And, he's out this morning at practice. Obviously, he's in pain with his nose or whatever, but he thought it was important to be here, and he's here. And, now he's off for the doctor. Just have to take a look at it and see what the situation is. But, to me, I mean, I think he's as tough as they come. When they talk about the hockey mentality, he's the epitome of what the hockey mentality is, I think. He just keeps going. You saw what happened in the game last night. He tried to rearrange his own nose. So, for somebody to do that, my wife was in a car accident and broke her nose. And, it almost made her physically sick to see him grab his nose and then just try to rearrange it himself. So, you know the pain that is involved in that. So, he's a gamer. I mean, you want to use an old cliche? Yeah, he's a gamer. He's really a gamer.
Has it been determined if he'll have to wear a mask?
He won't wear a mask. I don't care what they determine. He's just not. He's like Ginobili. He's not going to wear a mask. If it restrict what he does, then he's not going to wear a mask. But, we'll just have to see what happens from there.
Did he do anything to make sure?
Yeah, he did everything. He just has a doctor's appointment that he's got to get to.
Is Steve a magnet for this kind of stuff, or is that?
I don't know. It seems to happen to him. I can't. He just shrugged his shoulders and moves on. He just said, I can't believe it. I finally get my eye back to, where it's seemingly healthy, and then this happened. He goes, I guess that's just what it is. But, like he says, he would rather be where we are right now and be dealing with, his nose and his eyes than to be sitting where we're, not playing at all.
What do you expect to see on the long time?
Excuse me?
How do you expect to
Well, I think they'll attack it just like they did. They miss some shots that they normally make. And so we understand that, but, we have to try to take something away from them. We're trying to take some of the things that they do on the inside, the easy baskets, and if you do that, you're going to give up some shots. So
he complained about too many shots.
Well, let's hope that he has something to complain about again. I don't know. We just got to play. We have to try every way we can to find a situation where we can win. Whatever that takes, that's what it is. And if we have to play our girly zone, as somebody said, we'll play our girly zone.
You don't like it. You don't like it. But
no, but we're going to do whatever we have to win. Hey, I'm sure there's a lot of situations out there where, you don't particularly like what you're doing, and that's not the way basketball-wise, you've kind of grown up. I've been in the league long enough that, the zone is not something that, there's not a whole lot of teams that spend a lot of time playing zone. But you got to do whatever you have to try to win a game.
Now, your sense of satisfaction.
We won't play zone if they won't throw it to Kobe.
Your sense of satisfaction for Amari after a performance like that, if you think about it today.
Well, Amari is a competitor, and what he said, he meant it. He's not a guy that says something that he doesn't really mean, and I think for him it was just getting in a situation, and to be honest with you, I went to him a lot early in the game to get him going, because he asked me to, and he felt like that he can take advantage of some situations. I thought he did a great job of it.
How much did that by him being on the bench as long as he was last night help out Amari starting with that space for him to get to?
Well, they're long and they're big, and without buying them in there, there's Lamar is a long guy, but obviously not as long as buying them, and doesn't protect the basket quite as well. But there's still a long team in there. I just thought Amari did a good job of being aggressive and attacking before they could really get set. We did a good job of pushing the ball and getting it in the open court too.
Robin's attitude and toughness after being out so long, did that surprise you? How did you?
No, I mean, I don't think it did. I think, he's been really good offensively, a lot better than we anticipated. So anything that if he has 20 points for us, obviously that's a huge bonus. But as far as his play and his toughness now, that hadn't surprised us. We knew that he would be pretty good defensively. And really, guys, he's only about 75%, if 75%, because, he hadn't had enough time to get himself physically in shape like he was when he was playing at a real high level right before he got hurt. He sit out 6 weeks, and now he's played, basically 4 or 5 games. And it takes longer than that to get yourself back when you're out for 6 weeks.
How important is he to the success of the zone, just anchoring back there?
Well, he's really important, period, for our team, because he gives us the size, and normally we're a pretty small team. He gives us the size that I think necessary to try to compete at all with these guys.
Yeah, but when you look back at the film, just how effective was it? Because they still scored 37 in the third and still got 60 in the second half. I mean, is it certain spots that was better than others, or overall, would you think it was successful?
Well, at the end of the day, we played zone the whole second half, and from the second quarter on, and they got 109, which is a heck of a lot less than 128. That's the way we have to look at it. And if you play a zone as much as we did against any team, I mean, Phil didn't win 297 playoff games because we can play a zone and all of a sudden it has them confused. We know that they will make an adjustment, and we know that they'll be ready. And what we have to do is that we have to be able to mix up our defenses. We know that, and they know that we'll try to do that too.
Robin Lopez and what he added last night, and the edge he brings to that front line.
Yeah, I mean, Robin, the thing that impresses me the most is the fact that he was out for 4 to 6 weeks, and then come back, and really in all 3 games he's played well. He's gotten better at each one. We had a practice. The starters sat out. We played some full court 4-on-4 in San Antonio between games 3 and 4. And I think we all thought, wow, he's not ready. It was a long way before he's ready to come back. But he's got his rhythm. He's worked hard. And I think you see what we've been seeing all year in practice. I mean, he's got a touch around the basket. He can shoot. And I think in time he'll be an all-star. I really have that much confidence in him as he continues to grow and develop. But right now we just need him to continue to play big, continue to finish, make plays for us, be big on defense, and just do what he's been doing.
What was it about him in San Antonio that made you think that he wasn't going to be back in Boston? How was he playing?
Well, his conditioning, his timing. When you're out for a period of time, when you're used to going every day, you take a week off. It throws your rhythm off a little bit. So, but you combine that with the fact that he had an injury and something serious with regards to his back. I think there was a little bit of hesitancy. He was a little unsure. Didn't have the confidence. Didn't have the strength in his leg. But he's worked extremely hard, and he looks almost better than he looked before he got hurt.
When he's in there and he's effective, does that make it easier for you to go attack the glass and get rebounds? Is it just easier?
Yeah, I just think, when he's in there and he's just playing big, we're just a better team in general. And we have enough guys that, Amari's rolling, Jay Rich, and Robin, other guys, when you're out there, you just got to try to find other ways to contribute. But we're really good when Robin plays well. And, I think him being out there doing what he does, believe it or not, I think helps Amari. Amari is able to attack and play big and not have the burden of being a big guy out there himself. So we just need Robin to stay healthy and continue.
Why does it sound so effective?
I don't know. I really don't. But it worked, and it wasn't perfect. We watched film today. We saw some good things. We saw some things we need to work on. So if we're going to run it sometimes tomorrow, we got to be better because we know we'll be better. But for the most part, it took them a little bit out of their rhythm. They still scored 60 points in the second half, so there's still room for improvement. But it was effective there in the second quarter. It really got us back in the game.